Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. I'm eating my egg white grill sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Pretty good, man. Mhm. Some good stuff, man. It's been a minute since I've been to Chick-fil-A. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. I always start like that. Feels really good outside. You know, over here where I'm at. Sandwich is good. Some good stuff, yeah. Been carefully watching what I've been eating. I was told that enriched flour is not the best. This is enriched white flour with the breading and all that stuff. Mm. Wow, this is really good. You see? Some good stuff, man. That egg white sandwich. Man, this tastes real good. I had to squeeze it in, man. I was like, gotta eat this, but I also gotta start the live. Mm-mm-mm. Let me take this bad boy out. So I read Showcase 22. First appearance of Green Lantern. It was pretty good. It was just weird that magically there was yellow objects everywhere that he couldn't control. No. Yeah. Some good stuff, man. $5 right here. I didn't get the meal. Hello, hello, good morning. Hello. Mm-mm-mm. Some good stuff right here. Some good stuff right there. That 12 chicken, man. That 12-week chicken wings. No, man, I'm from Earth. Sector 2814. That's where I'm from. No, but yeah, it was a little weird. Hello, hello, good morning. Reading Showcase 22 with Green Lantern. You see a lot of Abin Sur in there. The person who passed the ring on to Green Lantern. It was very neat actually seeing who it is. Every single time, most of the time when I read something, and Green Lantern's in there. They always mention Abin Sur. And I'm like, who's Abin Sur? Abin Sur, which is the person who passed that lantern ring to him. Now, it was pretty neat how he was able to get the ring. So, hello, good morning. So, seeing that just, helped me learn a lot about the Green Lanterns and stuff. Of course, looking forward into it because, like I said before, I thought just Green Lantern was just like, oh yeah, he's probably the worst member in the Justice League. No, he's not. He's actually a very powerful member of the Justice League. Hal Jordan is a man of fear and all that. And I do look forward into reading Green Lantern and Green Arrow. Was it issue 87 with the first appearance of John Stewart? I was looking into getting the book, and the book is pretty high, man. People are like selling that book for like 600, man. I'm like, dang, 600, like, oof, that's crazy. That's like Justice League issue 1, like without even being graded type of book. I don't know. Yeah. So it looks really neat. He's like carrying Hal Jordan. He's like, they whipped Hal Jordan. Let's see if they can mess with me. And cool stuff. Yeah, classic book. So look forward into that. Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking about some other books. Maybe like some more action comics. So we'll see. We'll see in this weekend's hunt. We'll see. Because Free Comic Book Day is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or is it today? I think it's tomorrow. Maybe wrong. But Thunderbolts come out. Hello. What's going on? Hello. Sub broski. Yeah, but I heard the Thunderbolts is really good. Twister Glyceride Box Models. Wow. That's an interesting name. Hi, I'm your big fan. Yeah, so it's just like I've been seeing a lot of good reviews about the Thunderbolts. It's been a while since I've been to the theater. The cinema, the movies, whichever one. Oh, you guys are liking it. Wow. Yeah. So, heard that the MCU's back after watching that movie. I've yet to see Brave New World. I was expecting it to be on Disney Plus, but I heard it's on Prime, so I'm a little confused. I don't know. Yeah, I've been slacking big time. So, but we need some more DC movies. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I started seeing some more Superman and Lois. Oh man, that's a good show, man. Superman and Lois is a good show. I didn't know there was a Jordan Kent. I didn't know. Or maybe that's Superboy Prime's name. I don't know. It's Jordan Kent, and then, of course, Jonathan Kent. I don't know. Yeah. The two brothers in there and everything. And, I appreciate it. Thank you. I was looking at, more so of like Superman history and everything, and I didn't know he had 2 sons. Maybe in this Earth he has 2 sons. You know how things are different. They try to make things a little different, which also kind of make it. They usually just make it make sense and all that stuff. Like, well, that happened in that universe, and this happened in this universe. So, a lot of people are tired of the multiverse thing. I still enjoy it. Me being a super nerd and all that stuff. So, it's pretty cool. I like it. So. Yeah, I gotta do better on my videos, man. Gotta do much better. Much better. Your boy's slacking with those videos, yeah. But no, yeah, this Sunday we got some, we look forward to some neat stuff this Sunday. Yeah, because your boy has been craving some freaking comic books, man. Some comic books. A lot of great comic books out there. I've been looking at some books as well. I would notice that a lot of the Golden Age books probably can be dang near impossible because they're so high in price. You're just like, oh my gosh, these books are very expensive. Yeah, very, very expensive. Yeah, and then learning about first Silver Age appearances of like Phantom Stranger, the Spectre, and Hourman, and all these people and stuff. I did started reading Wesley Dodds' The Sandman. I started reading it like late at night, and I had to go to sleep because it was getting a little late. You know, I was taking a few naps and stuff yesterday while I was off. You know, watching my little girl and everything. It was nice. It was really nice. So, yeah. So, yeah, man. I've been looking forward to more stuff, and I was also looking at superhero gear for my little daughter as well. That'd be cute, you know. I was looking at Supergirl stuff. So I don't know if, you know, she's growing so fast. So just like, dang, she's getting long. Like, she just hit 10 pounds. So, whew, time is flying, and it's already been 2 months. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Wow. Well, I hope you enjoy more of the content I release out there. Thank you for subbing to the channel. You know, your boy is pushing for more crazy comic books and everything. You know, getting that first appearance of the Watchmen, man, still just thinking about it, I'm like, man, that's just crazy, man. First Watchmen. Yeah. But I've been looking into some other like comic book series that just like that's not really on the screen. You know, I still looked at the first Psycho Pirate and stuff, and some other characters. Now I'm just surprised that we don't get a lot of Dr. Occult from the DC universe. There's like so many sorcerers and magicians, you know, Dr. Occult, Dr. Fate, John Constantine, the Phantom Stranger, I mean, I guess Santana. You know, it's just like so many people, and I think there's way more. There's way more. Yeah. I didn't know who Dr. Occult was until I read freaking Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yeah, it was really neat. Yeah, and I think Deadman is an interesting character as well. I was talking about Injustice 3. You know, if they release an Injustice 3, that would be pretty neat. You know, if they have Injustice 3, I was asking. I created a thread about it. You know, who do you think should be in Injustice 3? And somebody said Deadman, Captain Boomerang, Captain Atom. You know, some crazy characters, you know. And I'm just like, man, you need a system, bro, so you can play these games. So that'd be pretty cool, you know. Because on Injustice 2, they had Atrocitus, Darkseid, and all these other great characters. Somebody said Hawkman as well. I feel like Injustice 3, they should make it like close to like a Budokai Tenkaichi 3. More to so deal. Well, that would be too much. Because then you would have to like literally have a freaking move set for all of those characters. It's a lot of characters to begin with, because I don't think that would be possible. It's like thousands of characters, actually. Yeah. So I can imagine how many gigabytes that game would be. Yeah, but like, there's like so many neat characters. You know, seeing the first appearance of the you know, Deadman in Strange Adventures, it looks pretty neat. You know, like the golden cover, and he's like red in there, and him being created as a character, how they created him is very unique. You know, so same thing with like, in a way, of John Constantine. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that Swamp Thing. What's that, Swamp Thing 37? Still thinking about that Swamp Thing, man. So really neat book. Characters that not a lot of people talk about. Yeah, because I only have a few first appearances, a few big first appearances myself. Well, I consider, you know, first Bloodsport and first Nubia, and of course Bumblebee from the Teen Titans, and of course the Watchmen, the whole group. Because it's just like, I have the book, The Watchmen, you know, all the issues in there, but I just don't have the comic issue. So I was just like, let me get the comic issue. I think that would be pretty cool. So with that, I don't feel complete, because, you know, there's so many great books out there, but, you know, I'm getting somewhere with the DC universe, you know, having that first appearance. And I should have brought that book to get it graded. Bro, who are you? What's it called? No, I was just like thinking, like, maybe, it's been a while since I got some books, so gotta get to it, man. So no, yeah, so I was looking into what's the name? Yeah, I was looking into, let me see, maybe V for Vendetta. I don't know, V for Vendetta or of course, First John Constantine. And what's funny is I could talk about all these characters and I get something that has nothing to do with the characters I just said. Like maybe First Firestorm or First Booster Gold. You know, I did, you know, seeing that first Booster Gold for $30. I was like, it's a little, I don't know. But then First Watchmen is a whole group and a story. Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna get that one instead. But no, yeah, I should have brought that. I should have. Hey, just thinking about it. I should have that book graded. You know, I absolutely, I agree. I agree. As long as you have faith in what you enjoy, you know, if you have a specific passion and you think it's not going to go anywhere, you always have to, you know, make sure you believe in yourself, don't give up, and always put faith in yourself. So as long as you put faith and, you know, you manifest it, you manifest those things, it'll you know, it would appear. So yeah, absolutely, I agree. So cool. But no, yeah, so The Blackest Night, I thought about getting the full run. There's 8 issues, and the 8 issues are really neat, but I did see that there's some outside issues as well of the series. Yeah, like Blackest Night, JSA, and all that stuff. I did see that. I did find that a little interesting as well. But I think I'm probably gonna, because I have an issue that is not even a part of like the first 8 or anything like that. You know, that whole series was really neat how they did that. It was pretty quick. Yeah, so yeah, it's a really interesting it was really interesting series and how fast it went by. Yeah, with Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Arrow and all that stuff, them getting possessed, and Green Lantern and Flash, they were able to maneuver the whole situation. You know, there's gonna be a member in the Justice League that's gonna be able to make it. Yeah. So, quick thing though, I'm kind of in a reader's. I don't know. I'm kind of not in a reader's block, but I was just like, dude, like what other amazing things you can read in the DC universe, and there's so many, but I'm just like slacking. I'm like, bro, you need to see what other crazy books out there, you know, reading Blackest Night, A Final Crisis. I need to read Superman Man of Tomorrow. That's what I need to do. I need to read that. I need to finish this issue of Sandman though. So yeah, Superman Man of Tomorrow. I need to finish All-Star Superman. I'm reading all this stuff, but I have not finished All-Star Superman, man. I'm like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, oh my gosh. You're reading all these books and you have All-Star Superman just sitting there. Yeah, I'm in the part where these new different types of Supermen are in play and all that stuff, and yeah, I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to finish this book. Just sitting over there. I'm like, ugh, darn it. Yeah. So anywho, I was thinking about adding some more. I was thinking about putting some more Funkos in the room, like at the top and everything. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not no, you know, fire hazard or anything like that. So a lot to think about there. Let me see what else. But you know, in terms of like a series to look in, there's a lot of Superman series out there. There is, and I'm kind of a little stuck as in which one to choose because there's so many of them. You know, because yeah, Man of Tomorrow, the John Byrne run, and all that. Those are neat, but you know, I like the old stuff. I like, you know, the first appearances and key issues and everything. Whoever's liking this stream so much, I really appreciate it. It's like they're like, can I like it myself? No, I can't. I'll be funny and be like, oh, liking it together. Yeah, but yeah, Man of Tomorrow, because I like actually having the actual books. Because for me, I'll get the actual books and I don't touch the actual book, like the first printing issues or anything like that. I'll just read it on my phone. Yeah, because there's so many books out there, you know, with the price with DC Infinite, which is pretty cheap. There's so many books out there that are just like dang near impossible to buy. It's just like, okay, I might as well just read the book online, or I'll get the book and store it away and be like, okay, I don't want to touch it because I might damage it. So there's that as well. So yeah, no, yeah, just it's just a lot of things to take in consideration of. You know, of course, with the DC universe, when looking at the small first appearances, small key issues, and everything. Yeah, because you know, with those are really cool. Now with Superman and everything, I have looked into first Brainiac 5, and I also looked into first Supergirl, which is first Supergirl is pretty steep book. She's a great character. She's a very, very important character in the DC universe, and see her and Wonder Woman in Crisis on Infinite Earths. You know, like Supergirl, she dies, and then Wonder Woman, she gets sent back into like either time or different dimension. Like, it's just woo. Excuse me, which is crazy. Yeah, so looking into that. Also looking into when this Superboy Prime. That's what I gotta look into, the Superboy Prime issue. Yeah, where he like fights everybody. Well, you know, he goes crazy, and he gets like the Yellow Lantern and everything. That's insane. Superboy Prime with the Yellow Lantern ring, Anti-Monitor with the Yellow Lantern ring, like, or a Cyborg Superman with the Yellow Lantern ring. That's just too much. It's either a Yellow Lantern or a Red Lantern ring. Cyborg Superman. That's too much. Like Cyborg Superman, you know, the art when he was first released and everything was pretty neat. You know, especially Steel, Eradicator, and Superboy. Connor Kent, Superboy. The art on them with the 90s and all that stuff. I think it was the 90s or the 80s between. I get mixed up with like just learning about all this stuff. It looks really cool. You know, it's just like, wow, this was comics back in the day. You know, that Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, you know, especially, you know, those were good times. You know, comic books they were popping, especially with like Spider-Man and everything. But yeah, just seeing that, you know, seeing those characters and how they just made it similar to like Superman was pretty cool. Yeah, Reign of the Superman and all that stuff. I didn't know I had the first. Well, I did know I had the first appearance of Steel, but I didn't know who exactly was Steel. You know, I just saw Steel and I thought he was a bad guy in a way. But seeing Steel and he had like the sledgehammer and stuff was pretty neat. I'm like, who is Steel? You know, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, so, you know, looking more into those, you know, having the 4 issues where they have like different logos of Superman and stuff. But I'm looking for some crazy deals this weekend. I am looking into some crazy deals this weekend. I hope Superman Legacy really pops off. Hopefully it really does very, very well. Superman Legacy it looks crazy. Now, the thing about Superman and Lois, what I like about Superman and Lois is that show has good graphics. That show has good graphics. For a show, you know, because usually when you watch shows like Disney and all that stuff, some Disney TV shows, like, you notice certain things like CGI or it looks weird, CG or whatever. But Superman and Lois, like that fight scenes and stuff, they look really well. They do. Like, they put a lot of effort. They put a good amount of effort into that show, and I really do enjoy it. I do believe that they of course they ended it and everything. You know, I was in the middle of watching episode 2 yesterday, but it's just like seeing this. It's like, this is some good stuff. Comic books, primarily about comic books, comic book hunting, some lore. We talk about some lore at times. We do talk about some manga sometimes. Things that pertain to comic books. Sometimes you see me. It's been a while since I've been drawing, because I've been drawing. I was on a drawing spree. I used to do the shorts and everything. I was thinking about getting back into drawing. Let me tell you. Let me know what you guys think about getting back into drawing. You are a weeb. Oh my gosh, you are a weeb. Yeah, I thought about going back into drawing and everything, drawing comic book characters and maybe painting. Maybe I thought about the painting aspect again, and of course showing more of the books I got. So yeah, it's been a minute. I do have to get some my older X-Men books graded. Oof, my older X-Men books, and them books need some treatment, man. Them books need some treatment. So yeah. So definitely looking into that. Also, let me see. I was also looking into getting some more things to our comic book room. Thought about getting a rug and stuff. I think getting a rug would be very nice. Excuse me. Getting a rug would be actually very give the room the feel and all that stuff. Excuse me. I did get a portion of the couch for the room, or the futon for the room, and I'm wondering where the other portion is, but it says that the other portion will come in later. So I'm like, okay, because I was about to put this stuff together. Like, that'll be pretty cool. The room is getting together. So yeah, I need to read Berserk, man. I'm over here talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna read it, and I still haven't read Berserk, man. Gotta watch it, read it, and everything. Cause I remember Gerard told me, gotta read Berserk, man. Gotta read Berserk. I'm like, okay, and I haven't even read it. Slacking. That's what you call that. Slacking, man. Yeah. So definitely looking into that. Of course, let me see. No, I'm not gonna paint the walls or anything like that. I need to put more books up, more graded books up, and I just don't really like the sunlight or anything like that getting onto the books, which I don't even think the sunlight is getting on the books, because they have like CGC aren't really like UV protected or anything like that for the books. So the books could be up there, and I guess if the book sits there, I believe it's a possibility for it to get like sun bleached or something like that, which changes the color on the comic book cover, and I don't want that for my books. So yeah, so you literally have the books up there, your treasures up there, and then it's graded at a 9.8, and the color's not there. I can't do that. Cannot do that. So yeah, definitely a no. So I look forward to it. But it's coming together. I thought about putting like a little mini fridge in there, but I think the mini fridge will. I don't want to drop any drinks on books or anything like that. It's gonna make me feel like, oh my gosh, be stressing out about it. So definitely don't think I should do that, even though I may drink something in there. It's not like I haven't already. So, but things are coming into play. It's getting there. It's getting there. So it takes some time. That sandwich from Chick-fil-A was pretty good, man. That's like good stuff. It's that good breakfast, man. Yeah. So, well, I hope you guys have a good Friday. Time kind of flew by just a little bit. I did really get some good rest yesterday. I hope everything goes well. And I did learn that if you write like in a journal or anything like that every day, it's good for your mental health. I do think that's really, really cool. When I was in college, I would say back in 2016. In 2016, I had like a red notebook of my alma mater and everything. And at the time it was the school, but and I would just like, write quotes in there or write goals, things that happened to, some random things, anything. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I went ahead and got myself a notebook. Look at this, a notebook for $1, really small. Fits in your pocket. It fits in your pocket. I was just like, oh, there's my receipt in case somebody asks questions. Yeah, so yes, of course I did pay for this. But I said, oh yeah, if anyone has questions. Yeah, because so with this right here, I just take notes and all that stuff and everything. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So usually I write some goals in there and whatnot. So I think it's important to write. Well, I wouldn't say like important, because a lot of people are not like, I'm not a writer, I don't have to write. I don't think, but I think it's really cool to just like do things like that. I think it's pretty fun and fun to look back on, so yeah. Well, you guys, your boy is gonna wrap the stream up. I really appreciate you guys for watching. More amazing, crazy comic book stuff ahead. Your boy is comic book hunting, of course, looking for some more crazy books. I look forward to some more Disney, DC first appearances and everything. More DC first appearances. I was thinking about Spider-Man the other day. Spider-Man, like older, like Silver Age, Steve Ditko Spider-Man. I did think about those for a bit. And yeah, man, yeah, it's getting crazy out here. Thunderbolts, and then Fantastic Four soon. But the thing is that we haven't really seen an Ironheart trailer, and that's a little concerning. Well, that's not a little concerning. That is concerning. Yeah, because it's just like we're having all these commercials or promos for these TV shows and movies, but what about Ironheart? What about Ironheart? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the show. So, but what's going on? But the thing is that I noticed that Thunderbolts didn't get a lot of ads either. Thunderbolts didn't get a lot of ads, and yeah. So that's something to think about. Daredevil got a lot of ads. Brave New World got a lot of ads. And Captain America Brave New World got a lot of ads. It's just like I don't see a lot of ads for Ironheart. So, and I think something needs to be said. There's people already saying things about it, but it's just like, where is it? We can say things and they cannot do things, and we'll be like, okay. So, yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. If it's Saturday where you're at, have a wonderful Saturday. The Robert Salazar Comics out.